Good morning folks, and welcome to another Baggins International video. And today we're looking around the base again, and we're going to focus on how it is best to remove a fighter jet from the fort. Now there is some trouble going on out here, I'm not going to lie. The Baggins International crew has been shooting up the place somewhat, has highlighted some activity. So I've got the police car into the base, jumped over the fence, which we'll come on to and I'll show you in a bit more detail later on. And I'm in and I'm away. I've got 4 stars, which is fairly standard, and I've got my sirens on just to distract the guys in the fort. They'll think, oh, there's a police car coming. Before they know what's going on, I'll be upon them, and actually, you know, there, I've opened up the gateway to this jet. The guard's down, relatively clear. Take the gun just in case, obviously. Hop up, and we're gonna nab this fighter, and there's no two ways about it. At this stage, you know, it's in the bag, as it were. So the P-996 Lazer, as featured in a couple of other Baggins International videos, which I would suggest checking out. But I've got the jet, and this forms the basis of a bit of jet collecting that we're planning on doing. So there are a couple of other videos to watch in this series. But on this basis I've got the jet and I'm away home free. No, I'm not. I've been blown up by the base defences because I hadn't got away quickly enough. I can't tell you how annoying that is. So I've respawned on the beach, fortunately on this side of the base, and it's only a quick jaunt up the beach. It is quite tricky in these suit shoes because very limited traction on the sand, and I wager my socks are going to get filled with sand that I'll have to attend to at a later date or something. Really not suitable footwear for this, but either which way. So get up to the road pretty quickly, and I'm looking for a vehicle that's capable of re-entry to the base because I definitely want one of those. Jets. And it's terribly dangerous not to get run over by these cars on this road. Anyhow, this woman has pulled up in her BMW 6 Series Cabrio homage, as I shall call it. I thought, yep, you know, I'm going to snag that. We'll not bother putting the roof down at this stage because I reckon the aerodynamic drag would be significant enough not for us, you know, not allow us to get into the base. I'm going straight at it. So as I said earlier on, I was going to show you how to jump in from this side. If you haven't done it before, it's relatively straightforward. Full raz down this pathway. Be very careful not to run over your own crew member there. Then straight up and just clip that and just majestically sail in. You land on the runway straight away, and it's quite a good place to land because unlike a couple of the other entry points, you're well away from anyone, so you can pretty much get in and on top of people before they know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening with that menu there. I was literally all over the place, clickety clickety click click click, but fortunately managed to get it to go away. That guard is having a bit of a terrible day, and probably best just to pop him out of his misery there, because either which way, you know, losing 2 jets in quick succession, I don't know whether you're going to get to keep your job if you're guarding jets as your job, and you've got to go over and tell to your boss, well, you know what, yeah, we did have 2 jets, but this guy came once in a police car, and I think it was the same guy, and he got another jet, and that went as well. Any which way, so I've got the jet, and I've flown a slightly different route. Again, staying relatively low over the base before going up and over the mountains to clear the base defences. Now on this occasion we have been very fortunate, so we've not been clipped by the base defences. The dispatcher jet hasn't been dispatched. Possibly that guard that we ran over was actually also duelling as the pilot for the dispatcher jet, and obviously, you know, somewhat incapacitated. So we have now got the jet. Now the plan here, for the Baggins International crew, of which we're joined by the captain, Beyonce, or aka Ginger Chaos, you know, so the idea is that we've got the crew together. We're going to collect these jets, and the general consensus is that we can just have a gentle landing on the beach near the Ferris wheel. On that side of town, near sort of Del Piero side of things, and we'll all group there. So everyone's going to get a jet. So that's 4 jets. We'll regroup there on the beach. We'll do a bit of synchronized flying, maybe even cause some utter chaos, and we'll have a bit of fun with them. So I've got the jet out. I think the first one to get a jet successfully secured, and at this stage Captain, Ginger Chaos, etc. are working on removing the other jets from the base, and we shall rendezvous on the beach very shortly. So just coming down the coast road here. Once again, said it many times, I'll say it again, scenery is absolutely glorious, and this sort of low light element of things is very, very attractive. So we're coming into the beach area now, and shortly we'll be deploying the landing gear, getting ready for a beach landing, and from previous experience this is relatively straightforward. What I hadn't taken into account was it's a nice day, and on nice days the beach is absolutely stock full of people. So there's a load of people sunbathing, sun visors, surfboards, all sorts of things, and I do, you know, that, I don't know, you put yourself in their shoes. If a jet landed on you while you were on the beach, you'd be pretty surprised. Anyway, so I'm going to taxi it over here. Fortunately, I haven't drawn the attention of the lifeguard. He seems perfectly okay with the fact that there's a jet on the beach. I've taxied it over here, and I'm gonna wait for the other guys, and we'll sort of park the 4 jets in a row. Now, one thing that I have noticed recently on these lasers is that the canopy doesn't close, which makes securing your jet very difficult. So, you know, you've parked your jet at the beach, you want to go get your flip-flops on, maybe go for a paddle or whatever, but the canopy's open, anyone could take it. Anyway, it doesn't matter what you do, it just stays open, so that's rather unfortunate. Anyway, we're waiting for the other guys to join us here, and that's picked up in some further videos, so make sure you check those out, and make sure you subscribe to Baggins International for some regular updates.